So the little story that I want to share with you was something that someone I know was telling this story about their friend. So this is a friend of a friend kind of a story. But anyways, this woman's friend and her family moved to Colorado, and they bought a property that was basically inside national forest. I guess it was something like that. And this property was like a lodge. It was, I think it was a cross country skiing lodge. So it was going to be a business where you would have cross country skiers coming and staying there and whatnot. And so it was, it was pretty far out there in the back country. And if you've ever been to Colorado, it's personally my favorite state. So beautiful, small population, tons of wilderness. It's just incredible. And anyways, this woman and her family moved to this cross country skiing lodge, which I guess was a big shift of environments for her. And she was really struggling with it. She was really, really afraid. Afraid of so many things, afraid of bears, afraid of mountain lions, afraid of elk, afraid of any kind of critters, afraid of intense darkness, afraid of being separated, from humanity, being out kind of in the forest, out in the wilderness. There were so many things that she was afraid of, and she was really, really struggling. Anyways, her friend eventually, asked her, "How are you doing?" She said, "I'm doing better. I realized that there were so many things to be afraid of that I just had to give some of them up." And I think that is just such a great line. There were so many things to be afraid of that I just had to give some of them up. And I think that's really good advice, because we could kind of focus on our lives right now, what's going on in our world. There's so many things to be afraid of if we focus in that direction, if we feed that sometimes the best thing to do is just give it up. That's the way to find a little bit of peace with your situation. And there's kind of this common tendency that I have to overcome my fears. I have to overcome it. I have to fight against them, fight against them. But what's really nice about this woman's statement is that I had to give them up. It's not about somehow, she didn't have to go out and do an all-night challenge where she sat out alone in the dark to overcome her fear. It's more about just no longer feeding them, no longer feeding your fears. And as I was sitting and meditating just a moment ago while you were all coming into class, I thought about kind of the other end of the spectrum. We always talk about the two sides of the coin in here, but the other end of the spectrum of I'm afraid of might be I'm eager for, right? So instead of trying to overcome what you're afraid of, what about starting to feed what you're eager for? You got a new business. I'm eager to build the business. I'm eager to have wonderful clients come here. I'm eager to explore nature. I'm eager to start a new lifestyle with my family. I'm eager, I'm eager, I'm eager, right? There's a lot of things that we could be eager for as well. It's just the other side of being afraid. So that might be a good substitute phrase today. If you notice yourself in some anxiety, if you notice yourself focusing on some things that you're afraid of, maybe instead of trying to be strong and overcome it, just say, okay, I'm not going to feed that. What's the other side of the coin? What am I eager for in my life right now? I'm eager to make new relationships. I'm eager to develop my business. I'm eager to have a nice day with my spouse. I'm eager. Well, there's a lot of things that you could be eager for, and just by simply focusing in that direction, you might feel better. So many things to be afraid of. I just had to give some of them up. Right? So many things to be eager for. I just had to take some of them on. That's our talk for today. Let's get ready and start our yoga now. We've got everybody in class, and we're going to have a good time. Hands together at your heart. Sit up tall. What are you eager for?